Hello there. I am just looking at my tech because one of the platforms I'm connecting to is still connecting. But let me welcome. Hang on. Come on, technology. You can do it. There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pop, Place, and Grace, the Light version. And tonight, first of all, happy weekend. I am still figuring things out with this new format, this new streaming format, and all I'm doing for it. But let me not get ahead of myself. Let me first tell you what this show is about. This is where I share songs that are meaningful to me and that I hope hold some special meaning for you too. And after I perform the song for you, I want to share some backstory as to why these songs that I do mean something to me, and then I'd like to invite you to join me on my musical journey. So tonight's, or this evening, or whatever time you're watching this at, today I'm going to do Frank Sinatra's Young at Heart. And I have a special reason for doing this song today. So I'll tell you all about it after I've sung it. Here we go. Fairy tales can come true, it can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams, and life gets more exciting with each passing day, and love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part: you'll have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part: you'll have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Oh, lovely. Okay, that went better than I thought it would. So, I have been thinking a lot about the music we listen to, the music we love, the music that we are influenced by. And the reason I chose this song today is it's one of my earliest musical memories. I remember growing up and my parents would put Frank Sinatra, and we had, vinyl and like a turntable. So they put the vinyl on the turntable and we'd play and listen to Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole and Slim Whitman and just all sorts of wonderful musicians from the 50s and 60s. And that was the start of my musical education long before I ever started learning to play the piano or learning to sing. So I'm just very grateful to my parents for introducing me to such incredible musicians and artists because as I've been reflecting, this is December, it's the end of the year, and it's a time where we're either busy with holiday prep or we're taking a moment to take a beat and reflect on what this year has meant for us and what we want to look forward to and plan for in the year ahead. And this year of reflection for me has been particularly long in that I'm not just looking back on this year, I'm looking back on the many years and decades that I've lived thus far. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who's really taking stock and doing a bit of an inventory on my life so far because so much has been happening around us and maybe even inside of us for some of you. And it's very important when you catch yourself being in that reflective mode to just go with it and listen to what your body and your psyche wants to do in this moment in time. And what I have found very useful is to think back to the music that moved me, that touched me at various stages of my life. And through the music that I love, I start to understand more about myself and how I've been shaped into the person that I am now. For instance, where Frank Sinatra is concerned, he was a master of phrasing, and his musical vocabulary and the way he carried himself on stage was just so bewitching, to quote one of his song titles. And so I am glad that he and many other musicians formed that musical foundation for me because I borrow their influences when I make my music now, not just in the songs that they gave us, but the way they approach their music, and therefore the way I use that to inform the way I approach my life. Improv and jazz and, singing off the beat and being ready for what's unprepared and what life throws at me. I owe a lot of my adaptability, I think, to the way people like Frank Sinatra approached their music making. So what I want to invite you to do is, if this is speaking to you in some way, and if you are a music lover and you'd like to take a chance and take this opportunity to use music to reflect on the life that you've had thus far and pull on that rich history and use it to inform your plans and your ideas for 2026 and beyond, I've created something really cool that I think you'll enjoy. And let me just put it on screen. So I'm calling this the 5 Beats Challenge, and it's a really cool offer for you to check out where you go through the different beats in your life, the milestones in your life, and I give you a series of questions to reflect on what those beats have meant to you and how you can use those reflections to build a bigger and better and kinder and exciting 2026 for you. So I invite you to check that out. You can go to peacewithmaya.com/5beats. It's the number 5 beats to learn more about the challenge and sign up for it. It's open now, and I'm sure you'll get a lot out of it. Okay, so I'm going to keep these streams short and sharp, and in each stream I will do one song, share my reflections on the song, and hope you'll come along for the ride with me. And if you'd like a fuller experience, I call this Pop, Place, and Grace Lite, PPG Lite. If you'd like the fuller version, there's going to be information at the end of this video for you to get more, for you to experience more of this PPG vibe that I love creating for all of you. So, okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks so much for being here, whether you're here live or catching the replay. And I look forward to, oh, actually, don't hold me to this, but I'm going to try really hard because it's the festive season and I love sharing music with all of you. I hope to do these PPG Lite sessions a lot more between now and Christmas Day. So stay tuned. Watch this space. I'll be back before you know it. Okay, till the next time, till the next episode of PPG Lite, remember to find and do the work that feels true to you. Okay, take care.